Do you recognize me without the eyeliner wings? Usually it's my only personality trait, but I haven't been wearing my eyeliner lately, so I don't know. Anyways. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Unless this is your first video of mine, in that case, welcome, and I'm also kind of so sorry. If this is your first video, what a time to join the team. Yeah, we're a team. Today I'm going to be doing another you respond, I react type of thing. I did one of these when I did my unpopular opinions video a few weeks ago. You guys seemed to really like that video and a lot of people were requesting me to do another one or something similar. So I decided to switch it up a little bit, and today I'm going to be reading you guys' assumptions about popular musicians and bands. This was a trend about a year ago where people would like go in their Instagram story and be like, hey, tell me some things you assume about me. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of bring that trend back, but put a little spin on it and do assumptions about celebrities and musicians. Definitely not going to be able to read all of them, but I want to read some of them. Haven't seen any of them and I'm really excited to see what you guys said. So that's what today's video is. If you guys want to keep up to date with what I'm doing and opportunities to participate in stuff like this in the future, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. But otherwise, that's the long ass intro. Let's just get into your assumptions about musicians. So the prompt that I gave you guys just says, I assume that ... So I'm gonna start all of your responses with that. Damn, we're starting this off like controversial. I just realized all the brown and gold going on. Who am I, a Pinterest girl? Anyways, someone said, I assume half of BTS's streams are just their fans streaming the songs over and over, and their careers are so inorganic. We all seen them on Twitter literally playing songs while they sleep. It's completely insane to me. I'm a fan of loads of people, but if they can't get on the charts, then that's not something I care about. I do agree that streaming culture these days is so insane. I used to engage in that kind of thing too. If you guys don't know and you don't know me, I grew up a One Direction stan my entire life. Stan Twitter, fandom, fangirl, the whole thing. So I completely understand the process of like streaming over. I used to do it. It's not just BTS or just K-pop in general either. It's every fandom, every big mainstream fandom does this kind of thing. And I think if you want more of my opinion on this, a good video to check out would be the one I did on Stan Twitter. I assume that Joshua Bassett isn't actually gay / figuring out his sexuality. He did it as a publicity stunt because he knew Olivia's album was coming, and if he did that, it might get him in less trouble. Accusing someone of faking their sexuality for publicity is a pretty big thing to do. I don't know if I would say that. Okay. This isn't an assumption, but I think it's so funny. Someone said, I thought Five Sauce was a made-up band. I had a solo, I'm a competitive dancer, to Teeth. My jaw dropped when I saw it was a Five Sauce song. I can be stupid sometimes. You thought 5 Seconds of Summer was a made-up band? But you ain't never heard a Five Sauce song on the radio? Made up for what? You know what? I'm really glad you figured it out. I assume 25% of artists today were mentally or physically abused by their label or other people, and they cry for help through their music, but we're unintentionally ignoring it. I definitely think the percentage might be a little bit higher than that. I think anyone who steps foot into the music industry or the entertainment industry in general, movies, music, is going to be mistreated in some capacity. Overworked, facing racism, sexism, homophobia, fatphobia, anything like that. Being treated unfairly, not being compensated correctly. I think everyone is going to have experiences like that. Unfortunately, everything is so ruled by money and power and things like that around here, and that doesn't mean your entire experience is going to be so awful. And it's definitely about finding the right people to work with and learning how to navigate these things so that you can be happy and stable. I assume Harry Styles is the one friend who really wants to like roller coasters but doesn't, and just stands with his friends stuff while they try. Why do I vividly like see this man being like, have fun guys, and like taking their backpacks and just like standing there looking around while the friends are on the roller coaster? Oh, 100%. Why is that so funny? First thing is, I love your videos and you're amazing. Thank you. That always means so much to me. Thank you. And the second part is, I assume that they all hate getting pap. I think so too. I did this like paparazzi simulator the other day and it was crazy. And it was like this simulator thing where you like look at the red dot, and if you want it to be like nighttime outside or whatever, you turn the lights off, which is what I did, and it was bad. Like you stare at the red dot as if you're trying to walk, and then it just flashes. And I was blinded, I couldn't see anything. It's like people, there's like voices in the background, people like yelling, look here, like screaming, and it was so much. I was like, how do these people deal with this literally every single time they step out of a restaurant or onto the red carpet or whatever? 100% I think they all hate getting pap. I mean, maybe there's some lunatic who's like, yes, I love the spotlight. I assume that in Brutal by Olivia Rodrigo, when she says, I only have 2 real friends, it's Conan Gray and Taylor Swift. Bye! What? That's funny. When Olivia Rodrigo said, "I hate the way I'm perceived," I really felt that. I really did. I assume that Taylor Swift was one of those people who always got an A on papers of creative writing. Let's ask her English teachers. I wonder how teachers feel when their students become famous. I assume that all of the One Direction boys actually live together in one house and we just don't know about it. I highly doubt it. I guess we'll never know. I assume that 50% of celebrities are secretly homophobic under the mask of presenting themselves as an ally. I hope not. Louis Tomlinson is the 7th wonder of the world, and luckily it gets to wreck my I assume Nicki actually hates the Barbs and she's gonna drop an album dissing their toxic asses soon. That sounded like really pent up. Like you've been wanting to say that for a while. I assume younger people that listen to Elvis just do it because they think it's quirky. Do young people still listen to Elvis? Why are you giving that man your streams? I assume a lot of musicians dislike their fan bases for being over the top or cringy. Oh, 100%. Some of these people are probably humiliated by their fan bases, sometimes at least. But they're also the ones paying the bills. I assume the people in power of Columbia Records are a bunch of misogynistic oldies. I don't know, but probably. The swims are always gonna swim, if you get the reference. I assume Brendon Urie is an alien because he hits notes that are out of this world. That was pretty good. You know what? If we found out that Brendon Urie was an alien, it was just like sent to Earth by the other aliens to test us, I wouldn't be surprised. I assume Taylor Swift and Shakespeare must have a common ancestor because what the fuck, girl? You didn't know that Taylor Swift is Shakespeare's great granddaughter? When she said you made a rebel out of a careless man's careful daughter, she was talking about Shakespeare. I assume Jasmine Zade is actually God, but she's just pretending to be human. No, I'm human. I don't have godlike good looks and abilities. What are you talking about? I assume everyone will forget about Katy Perry as soon as she passes away. What? Why are you thinking about Katy Perry dying? I assume Ariana wants to settle down and not be in the spotlight anymore. I'm not like a huge Ariana Grande stan, so I don't really know anything about her like personality and personal life and stuff like that, so can't really speak on it. She does seem really happy. I'm happy for her, the whole marriage thing and stuff. I know she's like doing The Voice, which everyone was like, what? Why, what? I don't know. I don't know. She'll probably continue to do music, right? I don't know. I assume 5 Seconds of Summer are actually pretending to be Australian. What is it with y'all and thinking 5 Sauce are just fake? Somebody said that they thought 5 Sauce was not a real band, and now someone said they think that they're not actually Australian. What's going on here? Maybe they are a science experiment. I don't know. I assume Ed Sheeran has connections with everyone in the music industry. You know what? He has done songs for a lot of people. Maybe he is actually an artificial human created by the CIA. I just realized I don't even know what the CIA does, so I don't know where I'm going with this. I assume people actually like JoJo Siwa, but they're scared to admit it. Probably. I like JoJo Siwa. I have a JoJo Siwa puzzle. Yep, my girlfriend gave this to me. She has one too. We're just JoJo Siwa stans. She just seems like such a genuine person. Obviously some of it is manufactured, some of it for her brand, but even outside of all that, she just seems genuinely sweet, has an excitement for life. God, I wish that was me. I assume Camilla Cabello is only dating Shawn Mendes for publicity. How many times have I talked on this channel about how it's pronounced Camilla because people kept commenting telling me in other videos that it was Camilla, and yet here you are still saying it wrong. I'm so sorry. And I read another one about her too and I said it wrong again. I'll work on that. I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel before. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe. Oh my god, this is so funny. The response right underneath the one I just read says, Shawn Mendes and Camilla Cabello are going to get married. So the two people that left these, you have great timing, but very different opinions. Maybe you should talk about them. I assume half of my faves tweets were made by their team. Absolutely, 100%. I talk about this all the time, how most of the time on social media, the artist isn't really the artist and their team just kind of tries to sound like them, puts tweets out for them. And even if it is the artist, they're still heavily monitored by their teams, because when you sign a record contract or onto a management team, you often have to sign your rights away when it comes to social media, so they can pick and choose every single thing that you tweet or put on Instagram, and if it's not approved by them, then you can't post it, and if you post it anyway, you will get your accounts taken away from you because they have full contractual control over them. But yay, music industry, it's so fun, I love it. I assume the Beehive are bees in human bodies. Yeah, totally. I assume Maroon 5 is trying to stay relevant. Maroon 5 is just like such an interesting thing to me. Nobody knows anything about Maroon 5 except the fact that Adam Levine is in it. Who are the other members of Maroon 5? Do you ever just feel like the other members of Maroon 5? That's a good metaphor for how you walk through life. Do you ever just wake up and feel like that one random man that plays the guitar and then everyone else is Adam Levine and you're just the other members of Maroon 5. So strange. It's like they've been around forever, literally forever. Where did they come from? They've always been a popular band. And by popular, I mean like all over the radio, on the top of the charts. Do they have a fan base? Maroon 5 is not real. I assume Lord's comeback will be big. I hope so. I always want to see perfect women thriving. I assume Rihanna is done with music. That one just hurt my heart a little bit. Hang on, I need a second. That one hurt. Can you imagine though if she wasn't? Like a lot of people really do think that she really is done with music, but just imagine if we all wake up one day and she's like, hey guys, new album tomorrow. Everyone would move. Everyone moved. Everyone jumped. Why are these two assumptions next to each other sending me? Louis Tomlinson barks and Taylor Swift is gay. Why does that sound like Louis Tomlinson, he barks and Taylor Swift is gay? Anyways, let's just read the next one. I assume Ariana Grande is pregnant. I mean, wouldn't she announce if she was pregnant? Well, no, that's not true. So many people are pregnant right now. The Little Mix girlies, Cardi is pregnant. We're all just having babies, huh? I'm pregnant. You're pregnant. We're all pregnant. I assume a lot of people use auto-tune. I saw something about this on TikTok. How people are like, why is everyone singing nowadays? And it's because it's literally insane the things that people can do in the studio for your vocals. Just mix them the right way and you're good to go. You sound incredible. Kind of like that episode of Hannah Montana where Lily wants to make a song for her mother as a present. She literally sounds like a fork going down the garbage disposal. So they like go in the studio and they mix it so she sounds perfect. I want someone to do it to me. They say that good things take time, but really crazy things happen in the blink of an eye. I've been sitting here for a very long time. That was a very interesting experience. But otherwise, yeah, that was reading assumptions about artists and musicians. I love reading what you guys have to submit. As long as you guys still like them, I still like them, and I will continue to make that kind of content. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, you can do so down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to check my description box for my social medias. I don't know, I just like heard a rumor from a lot of people talking about how when they follow me on social media, they all of a sudden have really clear skin and a fat ass and like $5 million appeared in their bank account. So that's like kind of crazy. I don't know what's up with that, but maybe you should try it out. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing good, drinking water, thriving, and I absolutely can't wait to see you in my next video. Now I can take off this snake ring. It really hurts. Until next time.